Welcome back to, I don't know what this is, day number 11. It's exciting. 3 days away from doing it for 2 weeks straight. Isn't that just crazy at this point where I'm at, you know? Like right now, we don't get a lot of viewers. That's all right. We don't need viewers. We have those good few. That's all we ever needed, you know? We got the good few. We have the amazing audience that comment, and I always respond. You know, we go in there, get a good pump, and we talk about it. Talk about how we're feeling. You know, talk about how we did how our week was, how our weekend was, how our week's gonna be like. But welcome back for another day. I hope you guys had an amazing day yesterday. I did. It wasn't a bad night. I had a good night at work. It was alright. It was steady. I had to wake up a little earlier to go do some stuff, but it's alright. I didn't go back to sleep because I don't know, I didn't feel like it. So I just sat there, read a book, watched some podcasts, you know, get some inspiration. So I signed up for a few affiliates for I'm not gonna name them obviously yet, but we'll see what we'll get back. Might be an affiliate for some supplements. I'd be sick, you know. Today we're gonna do leg day, favorite day besides back, because I love back day. Both days pretty cool. No, I'm not expecting to hit out a PR tonight on deadlift. I'm not expecting to hit it out. I'm gonna try to get close to it. Absolutely. I shaved like 20 pounds off, and I'm like, all right, that's what I'm comfortable with doing right now. Then at the end of it, I'm like, fuck it, we ball. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna still hit that margin that we're wanting to hit tonight. Leaving the car on a little longer today because my legs are cold. I wore shorts again, thinking it was a little warmer. It's not very much warmer. It's 46 right now. It's cold. I have my hoodie on and nothing else changes. Bucked up again, full scoop. Hopefully my headphones aren't dead, because our headphones are dead. The whole night's ruined. Scrapping the video. Oh my god. There we go. Today wasn't bad. I think I only ate one thing today, because I just didn't feel like eating. When I finish working out, I go eat. So I'm not like I'm not eating. I go eat. I swear it. I think I ate about, I don't know, because I had low carb bread, 4 over easy eggs, and Canadian bacon. I don't know how many calories that is. I don't know. I had it down earlier and I just don't remember. I'm looking into calorie counting apps, but a lot of them you really have to pay a subscription for, and I'm just not for it. You know, I'm not up for subscribing to a bunch of other crap. But I saw we got a few new viewers. They commented later today, about some few older videos. You know, I'm make these videos not only just for me. I mean, a big margin of this is for me, right? Like, I do it to entertain. I do it so I can reflect on, and I do it so I can watch later down the line where I can be like, this is what I was doing. This is what I achieved, and this is what I was growing to be, or now am in future tense. I make these videos every day, right before the gym, right after the gym, edit it, post them out right before I go to work, every day. You know, like, I put a lot of effort in these, and I put 110%. Even post workout conversations, I put 110%. You know, sometimes they're a little dull. I get that. You know, I can't give energy every single day. You know, you gotta get some bad rice with some good rice. You know what I mean? Not every time it's gonna be amazing, but we have those days where I'm just fucking pumped. You know. But I make these videos so you guys can understand. There's not a huge margin in between you and an influencer. You know, there's effort, and there's progress, and there's progression, and there's mental, and there's emotional stability. and everything in between that. You know, there's, if you're wanting to take supplements, like this is what I take, this is what I do, you know, like I'll even show it on screen what I do, stuff like that. I'm not telling you to take every single supplement in the world and how much to do and how much to take it on your own schedule. You know, like I can make these videos to be informational and as simple as they can be. You know, I make these videos so I can at least go to sleep knowing that I at least motivated or helped or even just like made someone feel good about themselves. You know, tell them that you're doing hella progress and you look amazing. You know, even I don't even have to see you, I just know it. I just feel it. You know, like I make these every single day to tell you that it's okay. It's okay to make baby steps. It's okay to just put on your shoes, hit a few dumbbell workouts and call it a day. It's okay. Not everyone is going to be able to give every single bit of their energy at all times. It takes dedication and it takes perseverance and patience, and sometimes people don't have all of that, and that's okay. It's okay to go home just a little extra tired and just not have the time. But what comes with that is you have to give it back eventually. You have to go and be like, okay, I didn't do cardio, I'm making cardio today or tomorrow, etc., etc. There's ways to do it, you know? And I'm hopefully just today alone that I'm helping you feel better about yourself. That I'm helping you, just motivating you to go out and give you 110% every single time. Even if you just feel slightly down, but if you have the time, be like, you know what? He goes every day and he does all these things. I was like, what's stopping me from just going? Like, I'm in here 2 hours. Like, you guys can be in there 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is my goal. This is my dedication to this grind that I want to do. And that's all right. That is okay. No one's going to tell you any different. You know? The gym is where everybody goes to better themselves. There's no competition. I know sometimes I joke around like ranked leagues and too many people, or like some people take couples and that's all right. I take bigger groups and that's all right. You know, that's my thing. You know, I'm just jealous sometimes, but that's all right. Sometimes that's what it is. So you take that and you put in your workout, and that's all right. Long story short, I'm just telling you guys that I'm proud of each and every one of you. And I'm proud that even if you're just giving the slightest bit of effort, I'm proud that you're doing that. Not doing it for anybody else but yourself. I want you to take that and hold on to that, knowing that you're doing that. That you're giving it your all. That you're trying to start your new year, you. I know I don't say that personally, but I hope that this version of you, that wherever you are, whoever you are, that you're going to make the best of it. That you're going to give every single bit of your effort towards this. And it doesn't have to be to the gym. It doesn't have to be to personal progression. It could be your career. It can be to you just picking up a hobby, investing more into your favorite sport, investing more into your finances. The list goes on and on. But shout out that guy that made me kind of think about this, because he texted me on the comments, right? He texted me and I read it. I think he said, thank you for motivating me or something like that, making me feel good or something on the lines of that. And I read it and I responded, and I'm like, I thanked him for the time that he spent watching me, because that just blew my mind away. It blew my mind away that somebody actually watched and was like, yes, this motivates me. Yes, this makes me feel better about myself. That's such a crazy feeling to me. Like I literally got up and I just stood there. I'm like, holy shit, like I'm making a difference. Like I've never talked to this guy. Like I have no idea who he is. He doesn't have to describe. He just watched one video and that was it. But like that one sentence alone made me feel like maybe it ain't that bad. Maybe I'm doing something right. You know, that I'm gonna continue motivating myself to do this. You know, like that's what I want to feel. That video only had like 13 viewers, and he was the one of 13, and that's what it took to me to be like, I'm gonna continue doing this, not for myself too, but for other people that like watching my videos, that are finding my videos motivational to themselves. I love that. And that's all our time for right now. So I'm gonna end, usual routine. I'm gonna set it up to skip to that, and then I'll catch you guys post-workout conversation. Welcome back, guys. Post-workout conversation. I'm sorry. This is all crooked. There it goes. Post-workout conversation. I remember briefly talking about just like progress and how each and every one of you are continuously gaining progress. Is that I think what we're talking about. But before that, today's workout, I'll rate it like a 5. Wasn't feeling it. Fit wasn't even hard. I feel like workout was pretty shit today. Didn't really get a lot of reps and deadlifts. I wasn't even feeling the flexi video. I think you can kind of tell. I don't know, man. Today wasn't it. I did everything on the list, and I just kind of just sat there for a minute. It wasn't like hidden, you know? You know when you work out and you're like, yeah, that's the shit. And not today. Music wasn't hidden. The reps weren't hidden. It just was not it. Fairly disappointing. Really, it's not what I was really wanting. But we did it anyways, chat. We did it anyways. We put in that work. So that's all that matters, you know? Oh, yeah. Excuse me. I just literally finished my pre-workout and I'm yawning right now. What the fuck? But I think that touched more on that note prior is that you continuously want to grow as a person, as a whole, either it be physically, mentally, emotionally, as a person, you know? Like, there's a lot more steps into a person than you realize. You know, nobody has the perfect balance of each individual one, you know? So you gotta, it's not only training physically. That's not such a thing. You have to train yourself as a whole. You gotta do either, whether it be just looking up some classes or videos or reading a book on certain topics, you know? There is always ways to grow. There is never a point in your life where you're not going to be able to gain knowledge or gain any sort of progress. I think that's our big word for the day is progress and perseverance. In other words, just to continue going forward. There's no stop to that. And I just want you guys to think on that after your workout or mid-workout or prior to just working out. To just know that there's never a point in anybody's life at any point in time where you're not going to be able to learn something. We're not going to be able to put effort into going out and seeking a certain thing or seeking knowledge or anything on the sorts of that. You know, there's always something in the world that's going to be unknown. And it should make it your goal to be able to grow to that point where you're comfortable or you can spread that wealth of knowledge in any sorts of career fields or friendships or partners and stuff like that, you should be able to like get to that point where you're comfortable, be like, this is, you know, that. And sometimes it's on simpler points, you know, like how to do your job right, or showing how to somebody to do their form right, or how to just get more reps into their pump, or even just helping them out, you know, suggesting other things, a way around it. There's always a type of growth. But I mean, growth is not an overnight thing. Growth is a progressive, I'm trying to think of the word. It gets progressive, you know? It never gets easier. Like today, you know, like I didn't even do heavy weights today, and deadlifts was kicking my ass. I didn't get to finish full reps and full sets just because I was tired. And I was just like, I stopped halfway through. I was like, yeah, I'm going to hurt myself if I continue this. That's me coming to a roadblock that I'm willing to be like, okay, A, I hurt myself trying to do another rep. And B, I'll just save it for another day. You know, like I'm not going to risk everything over a single rep, knowing that I can still continuously finish the rest of my workouts. Nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in saying I can't do this physically because I'm going to hurt myself. There's always going to be a roadblock, and there's always a way around it. So next time, I'm going to try to warm up better, you know, get some more stretches in. There's always a way around it. I mean, but today was okay. It was an okay day. I wasn't really feeling it. Music wasn't hitting. Pre really didn't kick in. I never felt it. And I kind of didn't even put a lot. I didn't even like scoop in a quarter. I just kind of like, first little thing. Highly disappointed today. And I just felt like the fit wasn't hard. Low confidence day. That's okay. That's just going to happen. And you just gotta keep pushing through it. And I did. I finished everything. I got out as soon as possible. I still gotta eat dinner, take a shower, get ready for work, go on throughout my day. And that's okay. You know, there's bigger things right now. And the gym is just a small part of my life that I enjoy. And I don't have a lot, you know, I've told you guys, you know, I just have a home and a car and a job. I don't have nothing really else besides the gym. You know, I have little bits of hobbies here and there, but I mean, just little me. And that's okay. You know, I'm happy. I have a small growing YouTube channel, and I have amazing viewers, and I have not a lot of friends, but I have a few great friends. I go out, I try to go out, you know, I try to plan vacations, you know, I do the best of my ability to do something. You know, I try not to stay home so much. Granted, I do work nights, so I sleep during the majority of my day, but I have a long time ahead of me. I'm in no rush at all. And you guys should take it day by day. There's no rush to go into the unknown. You should absolutely take it day by day. I'm not saying go in blind, you know, make a game plan and go throughout it, you know, like I have a calendar. I write everything I'm going to do this month. Granted, it's blank, but you know, I don't have a lot. I have all the vitamins I'm supposed to take on it, and that's about it. But most of that stuff I already have memorized. But that's okay. You know, it's my routine. I know today is not as hype as I usually am, and that's all right. You know, I'm just not feeling it. And I still have the energy to put out, I have to put out quality content. You know, I have to put effort because this is something I dedicated myself to, and I'm going to finish that goal. You know, I'm going to, every day, except Sundays. Just so you guys are seeing the ups and downs of my life. You know, there's not always going to be hype. You know, there's going to be days where I'm like, it's like this. Or it's a little bit more slower paced, and, you know, a little bit more deeper conversations. And that's all right. There is nothing wrong with having an off day. And like I said on a previous video, that days like this want me to have a better day. I want to have a better day tomorrow. I'm going to seek a better day. So I'm going to go out and do that. You know, I'm going to try my best to have another better day. And that better day is going to feel amazing because I remember this feeling and I'm like, yeah, this is not what I want. I don't want a day like this. And so I'm going to make the next one even better. And I'm going to go out and tell somebody they look nice, or some sort of compliment, and just make sure somebody else feels great and have their day better. Because that makes me feel good as a person, you know. I always give out compliments and I always love to chit chat, and that's what makes me feel better as a person, you know. And that's just the way I am, and there's nothing wrong with that. I know today sounds a little bit repetitive, 100% repetitive, and I'm hearing that now. I'm gonna probably hear that back when I edit this, but all of it comes together. I'm trying to see if you guys will understand, you know. Maybe one day we'll touch back on this topic, and when I'm in a better mindset, so we can really circle around it, where I'm not like, because you gotta realize I'm just getting out of the gym, still running that 200 milligrams of caffeine, you know, like I haven't eaten, I'm hungry, I'm tired. I still have a whole day ahead of me. So like, cut me a little bit of slack, just tiny bit. So I thank you guys for watching, and feel free to comment if you have questions, or if you're just saying something, a comment or whatever. Feel free to comment. They're always open. They're not moderated. I always respond to anything. I hope you guys have a great day, and that you look amazing, and that your pump was awesome, and that your fit was hard as fuck, and that you just had a great day, you know, and that you're doing amazing. And tell your parents that you love them. Tell your siblings that you love them, you know. Tell your coworkers they have a good day too, you know. And everybody needs to have a good day now and then. Somebody always needs to hear it, you know. Even if it takes a few seconds out of your day to do it, there's nothing wrong with that. But thank you guys for watching again. Tomorrow, we got back day. So we're going to do some fucking back tomorrow. And tomorrow's going to be better. You know why? Because we're going to be fucking back. Back's amazing. Alrighty, guys. Love each and every one of you. Have an amazing day. Make sure you compliment somebody today. That's your goal for today. Thank you for watching.
Pode,